Well, I've seen some strange things throughout my 3-year career in TWA, but that was probably the strangest thing I had ever seen. And now we segue into our main event. This is the finals of the TWA #1 Contenders tournament between Sub-Zero and Conan the Barbarian. Whoever wins will get a title shot against Chuck Norris at the End of Days pay-per-view 2 months from now.
The following contest is the TWA Title Tournament #1 Contenders match. Introducing first, from Alpha, weighing in at 209 pounds, Sub-Zero!
Sub-Zero is in great physical condition. You know he's ready. Just anticipating this match right from the edge of my seat. It's that feeling, Mark, where you're just so excited you lose control of your bowels.
And his opponent, from Sumer, Mesopotamia, weighing in at 262 pounds, Conan the Barbarian!
And speaking of peak physical condition, no one spells those words better than Conan the Barbarian.
I'm really pulling for Sub-Zero to win this. I mean, we've already seen Conan versus Chuck Norris. I'd like to see something new at End of Days.
Well, it just comes down to whoever the best man is that wins. I mean, wrestling can be built on integrity once in a while. And here we go. Conan and Sub-Zero going home for hold, not wasting any time. Both of these men worked hard to get to the finals, but each had their hands full with 2 opponents each before they got here. Sub-Zero was able to fend off the challenge of James Bond and Nazareth before getting to the finals, whereas Conan the Barbarian got a quick win over Francis in the first round, then just barely got by Captain Rhodes in the second before getting here tonight. Sub-Zero jacks Conan's jaw.
It's too bad Rhodes lost. Wouldn't that be so interesting, seeing Rhodes versus Norris?
Well, to do that, he would have had to win the tournament, but unfortunately he didn't. And now, Sub-Zero, there is no intimidation on his part whatsoever. Conan definitely has the size advantage, but Sub-Zero has the technical advantage. Conan will definitely be focused on ending this match early to keep the momentum on his side, because the longer the match goes, the more it favors Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero keeps going for Conan's knees, and Conan, he built a lot of strength on his arms and legs. Could this be Sub-Zero's moment to finally break out into the mainstream as well as the main event?
The internet fans would like to think so.
There's always this talk on the internet about that certain thing called a glass ceiling in professional wrestling. where only certain people are allowed into the main events over and over. But can Sub-Zero prove himself enough to the fans that he belongs in the main event picture? Conan has already proven himself. But Conan, he wants the title back around his waist once again. Conan held that championship twice, and he would love to have it for a third time. But provided he has to go through Sub-Zero as well as Chuck Norris to get there. Conan stepping out of his arsenal for once and performing a dropkick on Sub-Zero's legs, his knees, as he was hanging on the Tree of Woe.
I think Conan is trying to prepare for Chuck Norris. He knows that when he fought him the first time, he was not a very good wrestler and it cost him. But if he improves his game and adds diversity to his moveset, he could have Norris at end of days.
Conan the Barbarian is a first-class main eventer. He headlined Telemania 4, had a massive victory over God to retain that championship.
And we haven't seen God since then.
That just shows the power of Conan. If he can send God on vacation, what do you think he's going to do to Chuck Norris should he meet him again?
Norris has already been on vacation for a few weeks now.
Yes, but of course that was Trump's doing, as he wants to make sure he keeps his champion in nice condition. And Sub-Zero looks like he's finally floored Conan and keeping the momentum on his side. Here's the pin. 1. Conan gets the shoulder up. I think there's still life in him yet. Sub-Zero planning to go for a top rope move, but Conan is wise to Sub-Zero's ways. Conan coming from the top rope with a clothesline. Unbelievable.
He's really been stepping up his game.
And Conan, I think that was a slam slash suplex. Or a slamplex, if you will. Here's a pin. 1. Sub-Zero gets the shoulder up. Conan's actually starting to match Sub-Zero hold for hold. And that massive spine buster, he could have cracked Sub-Zero's back. And now it looks like, are we going to see the Anvil of Krom? Oh no, it's the torture rack. He's put many opponents away with this. I would be scared if I were Sub-Zero. From the looks of it. Is he going to surrender? And no! Sub-Zero reverses it into a DDT. Damn, I thought that was it right there. Now Sub-Zero has found newfound momentum. But once again, Conan catches Sub-Zero off guard, and another clothesline from the top rope. Conan's got Sub-Zero pinned again. That's it! Conan is ready for Chuck Norris.
Here's your winner of the #1 contendership tournament, Conan the Barbarian.
Conan is getting ready to go back to the top of the mountain. But he's got to defeat Chuck Norris to reclaim what he feels is rightfully his. Oh, speaking of the devil. So, I'm going to be facing your worthless ass again. Great. At least now I know what tactics I'll use to beat you. See you in December.
I don't know if he should be so quick to judge. Conan seems to have some new tactics.
Chuck Norris, I think, is making a big mistake in underestimating the new Conan the Barbarian. We'd like to thank you for joining us at Halloween Haunt. Thanks, everybody. RJ Peckham and Mark Adams signing off.